Hello everybody, it's Garret, and today we're talking about upcoming nerfs and buffs, and actually how Respawn have done a sneaky little change where they've slowed down the release of nerfs and buffs, and if Respawn are planning to ever start buffing more characters again. Speaking of buffs, if you want to buff the amount of Apex coins you have, all you got to do is subscribe to this channel and comment down below to be entered into the Apex coin giveaway. Winner will be announced in a few days. So let's talk about nerfs and buffs, because the collection event is coming up, every day it gets closer, and in that update there will be patches, which will be balance updates. Most likely a few nerfs and buffs, so what will we be expecting? Well, currently one thing that we know is going to be fixed / nerfed in this is Bangalore's smoke, because it turns out if you shoot it directly at your feet, you can kind of see through it and you can just laser people through her smoke. This isn't the only issue with Bangalore though, as I know lately a lot of people, including pro players, have been calling for a buff to her because now she's starting to feel useless. Even Shiv FPS, the iconic Bangalore main, has started to move away from her. We can see this reflected in analytics. She's gone down 2% in the last 2 seasons and her pick rate is just slowly dropping. She needs a buff to make it a tiny bit more relevant in today's meta where every character has a million abilities, while Bangalore can just throw a bit of smoke. And I think the fact her pick rate is dropping may reflect to the devs, and they may just give her a little bit of something. Although I think the greater issue here can be recognised. We can all admit right now, we've all been playing lately, we can say there's no blatantly OP character. Like at times, Revenant's being OP, Octane's being OP, Wraith's being OP, but right now there's not one character you can go, they're OP. And I feel like the devs have got slightly comfortable with this. We've not seen many buffs to new legends because they don't want to accidentally make a character OP. If we look at the Season 9 patch notes, there's so many nerfs and buffs which came out brand new, but if you look at this season's patch notes, there was literally only 2 legends nerfs and buffs: Crypto and Caustic. And the issue the devs have got themselves into is the game is relatively balanced right now compared to other seasons, and they don't want to add another issue which can be reflected, such as an OP legend. But I do think buffs are healthy for the game and spice up the meta a bit. Although they may make someone temporarily OP, it brings a lot more fun sometimes, especially if you're stuck on your old main and you just can't use them. Moving on, we could see some other weapons getting a nerf. Now I would class moving into crafting as a nerf. As you know, the flatline and longbow are currently in crafting, and we don't know whether these rotate every season out of crafting or every half season out of crafting. So we could potentially see the flatline move out and something replace the flatline, or vice versa. This would be a really nice change, putting the flatline back into floor loot and changing it mid-season just to spice the loot pool up a bit so the game doesn't get stale at all. And we have been waiting on that Pathfinder passive for ages, but I don't think anything's going to happen to him unless his pick rate significantly drops or his KD worldwide significantly drops, which I can't see happening anytime soon. So honestly, the only potential balance change I can see for the next update is Bangalore, unless there's going to be a random weapon change which they throw in. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you threw in a subscription, like the video, and I will see you soon folks tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe and I will see you tomorrow.